Wow, so many of you love the first video on Harvard study techniques, but guess what? There are even more powerful methods that top students use to study smarter, not harder. Today, I'll share 4 more study techniques backed by science that will help you learn faster, remember better, and actually enjoy studying. Let's dive in. 1. The Leitner system. Master flashcards like a pro. Do you use flashcards but feel like they don't work? That's because random repetition isn't enough. Try the Leitner system, a smart way to use flashcards based on spaced repetition. Here's how. You separate your flashcards into 3 levels. If you get one right, move it to the next level. If you get it wrong, move it back to the first level. The harder the card, the more often you review it. A study from Cornell University found that spaced repetition using the Leitner system improves long-term memory retention by over 60% compared to regular cramming. Pro tip: use Anki or Quizlet, apps that automate this system for you. 2. Interleaving, mix it up for better learning. Most students study one topic at a time, like doing 20 algebra problems in a row. But research shows that mixing up subjects or problem types leads to better learning. Instead of focusing on one thing for too long, switch between related topics. For example, if you're studying math, mix in different types of problems. Your brain will work harder to recognize patterns and apply knowledge more flexibly. A study from UCLA found that students using interleaving performed 43% better on tests compared to those who studied in blocks. Pro tip: try mixing subjects too. Study history, then switch to science. It keeps your brain engaged. 3. Dual coding. Learn faster with visuals. Ever feel like reading pages of text but nothing sticks? The problem isn't you. It's how your brain works. Our brains process visual information 60,000 times faster than text. That's why the dual coding method is a game changer. Dual coding is the science-backed technique of combining words and visuals to enhance learning. Instead of only writing notes, draw simple diagrams, mind maps, or use symbols to reinforce concepts. A study from the University of Waterloo found that students who used dual coding retained up to 50% more information compared to those who only used text. For example, if you're learning history, don't just read. Draw a timeline of key events. Studying biology, sketch a simple cell diagram instead of just memorizing terms. This forces your brain to connect ideas visually and verbally, making recall much easier. Pro tip: try color coding your notes or using infographics and charts. Your brain will thank you. 4. Mind Palace. Visualize to memorize. Want to remember tons of information without rote memorization? Use the Mind Palace technique, the same method used by memory champions. Here's how. Imagine a familiar place, like your house. Assign each piece of information to a different location, then walk through your house in your mind to recall them. Studies from the University of Cambridge show that using visualization techniques like mind palaces improves recall by up to 80%. Example: if you need to remember the planets in order, imagine Mercury as a small rock at your front door, Venus as a lamp in your living room, and so on. Now you have 4 more powerful study techniques to boost your learning. But remember, knowing is not enough. Apply them. Which technique are you excited to try? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. Subscribe for more study hacks and success tips.